The market is improving as we head into the holiday season. I'm Tony with Clarkson Santoro, and this is our real estate update for the week of Friday, November 21st. We know that selling or buying a home can be very stressful and confusing. That's why we do these weekly update videos so you know how the market is impacting your options as a home seller or buyer. Starting off, let's take a look at how the market performed this week. There are now 30 homes on the market, down from the 33 we had last week, with an average asking price at $1,893,000, roughly the same as last week's average of $1,857,000. 6 homes went pending this week, one more than last week, and the asking price of those pending sales improved significantly from $1,583,000 to $1,780,000 this week. And 5 homes closed this week, and here is the biggest benefit for our market this week. We had significantly more homes sold this week compared to last, but more importantly is the price. We're almost $100,000, or we're almost $1 million over. $2,142,000 over the $1,276,000. So that just means there were only 2 homes, so that average number dove down really easily. Okay, so that's how the market performed this past week, and like I said, it's starting to improve as we head into the holidays. Before we look at the broader trends and indicators that help us understand where the market might be heading, why don't you hit the subscribe button down below so you can stay informed on how the market continues to shape up this year. And while you're down there, why not share it with a friend? Everyone deserves to be in the know about their local market. Okie doke. Let's look at those broader trends and indicators like I was talking about. Inventory is down to 30 this week, continuing the trend we've been seeing in inventory levels for the past few months. It had been trending pretty regularly except for that little blip a couple weeks ago. We had that momentary uptick that I was just talking about of homes on the market a couple of weeks ago, but we're now settling into a more normal seasonal trend of the inventory dropping out. The more important part of that inventory level is that our turnover rate is finally starting to look like it is being affected by the falling inventory. For the longest time, we had low inventory, but that turnover rate was still down below 50%. Now, it's slowly creeping back up and almost to that 100% turnover rate that we really like to see. It has flirted with being at 100% a couple times in the past few months, here and here. But this is the first time that an inventory level has started to drop significantly, so I'm hopeful that we will see the turnover rate over 100% by the end of the year. The over-under number had slipped close to being 2% below asking a couple weeks ago, but it has rebounded nicely over the past couple of weeks. The average home is closing for just $13,000 below asking, or less than 1% below asking, which is nice to see. Obviously, we want to see it get to that equal to asking or higher, if at all possible. After dipping below 1.6, just off our chart here in October, for the average closing price a few weeks ago, it's nice to see that the average sales price is settling in closer to where I thought it would be landing by the end of the year, up near that 1.85 mark that I've talked about several times in the past few weeks. Last week's closing prices are hurting this average, but with the 2 homes closing, with those 2 homes closing below 1.4 million, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, but with the average price of the 5 homes that closed this week up above 2 million, I remain confident that the average price will end up in that $1.85 million range, right around here by the end of the year. Here's our triple Q trend line, and then down. A couple weeks ago is when it started to tick back down. The triple Q had improved by about 1% before falling off this week. As it stands, we're now about 4% below last week's numbers. Nvidia had posted good earnings for the quarter, which was the big talk in the tech sector, but that only provided momentary lift to this tech-heavy fund, I should say. Without getting too far into the weeds, the thing to pay attention to here is general consumer confidence. If the fund is growing, consumer confidence also grows, especially in our tech-heavy job market. Consumer confidence being low is reflected in the sluggish market that we've been seeing recently. That is the housing market. High interest rates continue to be the other biggest contributing factor to low consumer confidence. When money is more expensive to borrow, less people will borrow the large sums of money that are necessary to purchase a house in our area. Kind of goes without saying. Here we are kind of floating just above 6% for the past few weeks now. And I think the interest rates remaining in this low 6% range is going to continue to be the trend till the end of the year. I would be surprised to see interest rates below 6% before the end of the year. So that will continue to slow down and hurt consumer confidence. This week was a solid week for San Ramon, especially considering the time of year. All the lagging indicators improved, with turnover being the most significant one. If we can get back to a 100% turnover rate, that will help to encourage more sellers to rejoin the market next year. As it stands, we are likely going to close out this year with the second lowest total sales volume in San Ramon in the past several decades. Next year could be more of the same if interest rates don't improve substantially, but for now, I will be thankful that the market is improving as we head into this holiday season. Thank you for joining me for this weekly update. I hope it helps you understand how our market is impacting your options. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you can stay informed on how the market continues to shape up as we close out the year. And if you have any questions about how you can navigate the stressful and confusing process of selling or buying a home, leave a comment down below or reach out to us directly. We're here to help guide you every step of the way. Have a safe weekend. Have a happy Thanksgiving. I won't see you next week, but the week after with another update.